everybody. This is Dicell's Garage. I'm Dicell. Hope everybody's having a super fantastic day today. On today's show, we meet Wicker Bill. We put Wicker Bill extended spoiler on my 2016 Hellcat. And we're going to do some other things too. We're going to put the K&N sock on the intake that we put on last weekend. We're also going to take a look at my new exhaust tips and listen to the new MagnaFlow mufflers and the mid-pipe delete that I got done during the week. So that's exciting. So stay tuned, we'll get to it. So I'm sure a lot of you are asking, well, what tools do I need to actually do this job? I'm going to show you guys the tools that you need to do this job. I went to my local Harbor Freight and I bought this threaded insert riveter kit, and it comes with multiple different sizes, and I'm confident, I haven't checked, that one of these sizes will actually fit the kit that came with the Wicker Bill. We'll see how that works out. We also are going to need a light colored paint pen to put our holes, to mark the holes where we have to drill into the existing spoiler. We also are going to need, this is a 4mm Allen wrench that is going to screw in the bolts that came with the kit. We also are going to need a 3/8 inch drill bit, and then I'm also going to use this corded drill. So let's actually look at the kit itself. It's only 2 pieces. There's a protective coating on both sides. Now the bigger piece goes on the inside of the spoiler, and then the other piece, the plastic piece, goes on the outside. We have to get all of our rivets in there. So we're going to do that first. Let me get set up for that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to center the center hole on the Wicker Bill piece on the camera. The camera, which is right above your D on your charger, is the camera, the D, and that is your center point, which your center hole is going to go in to, that you're going to drill. Now also, you want the edge, the top edge of this to be to the top edge of the existing spoiler, because what you don't want is you don't want it sitting down on your trunk. So you want to get it a little bit higher, get it exactly, and then you want to get somebody to help you hold it or use clamps. My clamps didn't work, so that you can mark out that hole, so then we can do our first drill. Okay, so now that we got some help out here, we can go ahead and position this hole that's right above the camera. So what you do is you bring it all the way up to the edge of the existing spoiler, and then what you want to do is make your mark for your hole, your 3/8 hole, and then you can go on and you can go on to your next one. Okay, once you have your hole marked, go ahead, and what I'm doing is I'm using a smaller drill bit. Make sure you're going the right way. And what we're going to do is be sure you don't come through the back of the spoiler. Really shallow, I should say, so that you get the hole established so we can come back in with our bigger 3/8 drill bit. All right, I'm going to swap over to the 3/8 bit now. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one of the nuts over, the threaded, whatever you call these, threaded rivets over, and I'm going to have it on standby so that I can test it and check it as I'm creating my hole. Now, they say that even with the 3/8 bit, you still might have to wallow it out a little bit, so we'll keep that in mind. That's it. That's all you got to do. Let's see if we need to wallow any. Should be a tight fit, and that looks good. Actually, it looks a little bit too big, but hopefully the rivet will take care of the rest of it. So we're going to set up with the rivet gun that I've never used before, so we'll do that next. All right, so the next step for this is we've got our gun loaded up with the entirety to the base of the knurled area right here. So be sure you have that all the way in. Okay, well that didn't go exactly as planned, but that's okay. You have to get used to the tool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put on my first bolt, and then I think what we can do is we can drill or mark our holes for all of our other ones, get those in, and then we can go from there. start with the smaller one, and I don't think I want to go with a 3/8 this time. I think I'm going to go with the step down, which is the 5/16, because that hole did seem fairly large. I'd rather it be too small and have to make it bigger than to, I mean, once you make it too big, you know, you're screwed. So we're going to forget the 3/8 for right now. We're going to go down one size. Beautiful. All right, now I'm going to come back with the 5/16. Okay, great. So it is the hole is too small for the 5/16, which is what I was hoping for. Let's do that very carefully. Go in a circular motion. Try it until you can get it in there at a snug fit. All right, now that's perfect. That is a perfect freaking fit. That's the way it should be in there. In fact, I'm not even going to take that back out. I'm just going to leave that there, and I'll go ahead and grab another one. That's how good that popped in there. That's what you want. You want that tight fit. Okay, so I think we've got all of our rivets in. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get her cleaned up first of all, and then we're going to go ahead and get the plastic coating off of both, get them bolted up, and that should be about it. A polished side and a non-polished side. So does that look polished to you? Kind of. What about this? Does this look polished? Actually, they both look the same on this one. So I'm not going to be super worried about it, but I am going to clean these up once I get all this protective film off. Remember, it's on both sides. And then also remember that there is protective film on both sides of the clear piece too that you have to get off. So we'll have to get that off as well. We're going to get it all wiped down and cleaned up. Okay, so you know what? I just figured out. I figured out that which way it's supposed to go down. It's this is supposed to go down, so this is actually backwards. This should be like that, because Vicarez or whatever, however you pronounce that, I'm assuming they're going to want that like that. So we know that part goes down, so that's helpful, you know. Just put your logo on the outside of your spoiler, and that's how you know what's what. We have got all of our holes drilled. We have got the protective laminate off of both pieces. We have our orientation right, because we know where the Vicarez or Vicarez. If any of you can tell me how to say that, let me know down in the comments, please, because I'm having a hard time. Now remember, this piece, the clear piece, goes to the outside. Although these were the same people that said use the wrong size drill bit too, so. We'll see how that works, okay? But I'm gonna take their word for it. God, I hope these holes line up. So, you know, this is real life, okay? I mean, things happen, right? So in the kit, you get these thingy-mabobbers here, threaded rivet pieces, okay? I screwed this one up. There's only so many in the kit. You gotta have them, you gotta have them. They actually had different sizes. I didn't even notice there was a whole pack of these here. So yeah, thanks Harbor Freight. You hooked me up. I think it came out pretty nice. What do you guys think? I'm not sure about that name brand there. I may cover that up with a Dice Sales Garage logo. I don't know. But you know, it came with pretty good hardware that looks like to me like it's all stainless steel, really good quality, except for that one piece, but I can't really blame the kit for that. I think that was my fault in using the incorrect drill bit. So we went down a size and all the other ones were perfect, no problems at all. But I think it came out pretty nice. What do you think? I mean, it matches the car perfect. So one of the other things that we were going to talk about was the new tips on the car. And, ooh, what color is that? What color might that be? Is that brass monkey? Yes. I had the 5-inch exhaust tips powder coated brass monkey. Awesome, right? Super cool. Now we're going to get under there in a minute and take a look at the new muffler setup. I haven't been under there yet, hadn't looked at it. Like I said, or like I didn't say, the sound isn't that much different to me. So here's a shot under the car. Here's the new 5-inch tips. And let's see if I can get you guys under there. So I didn't really understand what a mid-pipe delete was, but the mufflers used to be right there. They're no longer there. They're now all the way down there. All the way down there. And I really need to get the car in the lift to take a look at those, but from here they look fairly cool. Again, this is the same way. So basically, before, I'm assuming there were some mid mufflers up there, and then another set of mufflers here. They're no longer there. So what are we going to do next? Well, let me flip the car around and we'll get the hood open. We're going to take that plate off that blocks the water from coming into the hood, and we're going to put that sock on, and we're also going to make sure that all our hose clamps are tight. All cars should come with flat bottom steering wheels. I'm just saying. Let's pop the hood, take a look. Now, something that I promised everybody I was going to do in the last video is I was going to get the Canon, I call it a sock, okay? But it's a cover that goes on top of the air filter so that we can take that plate off that's under the hood there that I showed you guys on that picture last. So what we're going to do is let's see if we can fit this on here without having to take it off. We're going to try it that way first. Again, this thing, you know, it looks like it's $1.99 piece. This thing was 30 bucks, and then it's also 40 bucks elsewhere. You know, what's interesting is when I used to race dirt cars, on the late model cars, or really the fancy cars, the people that I guess had a lot of money and knew what they were doing, they had one of these. They would have these on their air filters on their race car, and I never really understood what it was for or why they had it. So I guess I get it now. It's to keep, it's an extra layer of protection for things getting into your intake. So I understand. So let's see, what should we do? Should we go that way or should we go that way? It looks like it's, I don't know. Oh, it looks like it is one way. So it looks like it needs to go that way. So we're going to try to fit this on here without taking it off. And I'm going to say not. So let's go ahead and pop the air filter off. And then we'll put a sock on it. Crazy. Air filter sock. If it's called something else, you guys let me know down in the description, down in the comments. Okay. Well, I'm digging that. What do you think? Yep. Yes, please. I'm going to change the coil pack covers on these things. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the carbon fiber ones. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But I don't like those plastic looking ones. They're not in the best of shape. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull down these two right here. These two, we're going to pull these two bolts off. We're going to pull that cover out. So right here is the plate that we were talking about. Again, you got kind of an ugly picture of it last time, a black and white picture, because I took the picture off the instructions, which was in black and white. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate this, all the support, the comments, the subscriptions. Thanks so much. Let me know what you think about this video and exactly where it is I'm going. I think I'm doing the right things. Some of the things coming up that I'm hoping to do is to change the rear tire size. I still haven't ordered those tires yet. The badges are coming, so we're going to debadge and rebadge the car at some point in the future. And also the oil separator is still on order. I ordered it, of course, in my favorite color, brass monkey. So that should be here soon. So we'll just see how it goes. But thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you make a decision to buy your own Bill Wicker. Wicker Bill, whoever. And now that I've seen how that one goes on, I may look at doing one for the Shelby, which is right there. That would look good on the Shelby. Another thing too that somebody has talked to me about is putting the smoked marker lights on the Shelby as well. And they said the back were real easy to put on, the fronts were kind of a bear. So we may look into doing that. In fact, I was going to go order them. They're on back order right now, so I didn't order them. But I'll keep checking it out. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.